First of all, thank you to Netflix, an unbelievable partnership that started in November of 2023. We had a vision on what could be the biggest fight in history, and on Tuesday, with our partners at Netflix, we'll come out with the results of what tonight looked like. We had a gate of over $18.1 million, a record for the state of Texas, double what Canelo did when he fought here the last time post-pandemic when demand for tickets was much higher, and it is the highest gate in boxing history in the U.S. outside of Las Vegas. And it happened with a young man who's 4 years in the sport and a legend, an icon in Mike Tyson, who came back and put on an amazing show. We actually exceeded Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor in terms of commercial establishments that paid to show the fight. So Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, new record holders. And with that, we'll open it up for questions.
Hey, Jake. Andreas from ESPN. Can you talk about the opening minutes when you see Mike across the ring from you? He's giving his peekaboo style. He's coming forward. What were your initial thoughts? Because it seemed surreal that you got in the ring with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, I was just so prepared. I've gone through the moment so many times in my head and meditation and stuff like that. So it didn't faze me, and I just felt at home just because I'm on the path of riding my destiny. And when you're really close to God and on the path of your destiny, you just feel everything so much more, and you just know what's going to happen ahead of time.
Round three, Mike seemed to be running out of gas a little bit. You were working the jab really well. At any point, did you start to take your foot off the gas just a little bit because you noticed he was tiring out?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit. I wanted to give the fans a show, but I didn't want to hurt someone that didn't need to be hurt.
Did you feel Mike's power at all?
No.
He hit you with one, and you gave him the tongue.
Only because the crowd, got turned up, but it didn't actually hurt. But, no one's punches have really hurt. I got buzzed a little bit against Tommy Fury, but that's about it. It didn't hurt. No, I was just off balance when Woodley hit me, but because I was throwing a check hook and I missed, and then my chin was open, and then he hit me and I went boom. But it didn't hurt.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. Do you feel like it's time for people to just accept you for who you are and not try to say, hey, you need to fight ranked fighters or fight for a belt or those kinds of things, and just accept what you bring to the sport? Because obviously, look what you did tonight.
Yeah, I think so, but people just love to hate me. I'm easy to hate, and I intentionally, say things to make people hate me. I play the heel. I feed into that, and that's just what I like to do, and that's what entertainment is. And at the end of the day, I started as a 17-year-old in Los Angeles in the entertainment business, but I've been in this sport for 4.5 years and have been so active, doing every event, taking any fight possible. So if people want to see more or this challenge or fight this person, whatever it is, my response to them is just give them a couple more months, because I'm going to accomplish more things in just a matter of months, and I plan on doing everything in this sport that there is to be done.
But just to be clear, right, he's fought UFC champions, he's fought boxing legends, and he's fought boxers that someone with his experience should fight, and he's knocked them out in the first round, right? He did that twice in a row before Mike Perry. He was fighting in front of 4,000 people last December in Orlando, knocking the dude out in the first round, but doing what traditional boxers do. And now he's here putting on the biggest show that boxing has seen in 40-plus years. There was a fighter who tried to bombard our press conference, former fighter on Thursday, and it was ridiculous. That dude fought somebody that was 9-21 in their 12th fight. This young man who has 4 years in the sport, 3 years with MVP, he just fought the baddest man on the planet in front of 72,000 people on Netflix. And he took it all in and stepped up to the challenge. So to your question about what's next, he's going to do everything that he wants to do to become a world champion. But in the midst of that, he may do things that are crossover. He may do things that are smaller in nature, but that's his path to be the world champion.
AJ, congrats on the dub, and both of you, congrats on the good night. The crowd got a little restless toward the middle of the fights, we started hearing the boo birds. Reaction on social media isn't too great about the fight in general. Your reaction to that at all?
Yeah, man, thank you for everyone tuning in and coming. And, you know, I tried to give the fight the best fight I possibly could. But when someone's just surviving in the ring, basically, it's hard to make it exciting. So I couldn't really get him to engage me or slip shots and, you know, do something super cool or whatever. But I don't care about what people have to say. They're always going to have something to say, and that it is what it is.
The only way that people would have been happy is if Jake lost somehow, right? And that would have been like, oh, what a great fight. Mike's a legend. If he knocked out Mike Tyson, it would have been rigged. The fight went to 8 rounds. Oh, Mike wasn't trying. Oh, the fight wasn't, good enough. It was an unbelievable display between a 58-year-old legend and a 27-year-old relatively young boxer. And he actually outboxed the boxer. Jake Paul outboxed Mike Tyson like he said he was going to do. Did you not? Like every single round.
No, and yeah, like what do people say? Like I told everyone what I was going to do is to give him a boxing lesson. Ellie.
Oh, Jeremy.
Are you out of retirement? When did I retire? Bro, I haven't seen you in like a year or 2 years.
I'm on the road all the time. You got to invite me.
God damn, I miss you, Ellie.
I miss you too. But first of all, congratulations. Tremendous event, A to Z. One of the best events I've ever been to.
Thank
you.
you.
Now, you called out Canelo in the ring. Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
What about you and Conor McGregor? Are you interested in that?
Yeah, he'll never do that though. He knows. He knows way.
One, he's
better
under
than that.
contract. And
He's
two,
not his own boss.
And two, he won't do it. He knows better. He might
And it's
say,
funny to say like, yo, Conor McGregor is scared of Jake Paul and will never box him, but it's the fucking truth. And look at him go toe to toe with Nate Diaz, who was easy work for me. It was like a Monday sparring session to beat Nate Diaz's ass. So he doesn't ever want the smoke with me. It won't ever happen.
we believe Canelo would do a cruiserweight fight. There's no way Conor does a cruiserweight fight with Jake Paul.
Jeremy Hecht here with Hip Hop DX and Uproxx. First of all, I just want to say, I know you get a lot of hate, but what I think you don't get enough credit for is proving to a lot of people that evolution and growth is the ultimate goal and that anything is possible. Like, if you look back at yourself making YouTube videos or Vines, to know that you're just boxed the biggest boxing match of all time against potentially the greatest boxer of all time, and you have a belt in front of you and you won. I just want to say that's inspiring to a lot of people. So I think you deserve a lot of credit. And then I would love to know, I'm just a big music fan. What is on your playlist pre-game? Did you listen to a specific song right before when you were training? Were there a few songs that got you to the point where you're the winner tonight?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend were listening to Olivia Rodrigo, and then listening to Mr. Saxo Beat was the team's like theme song for the training camp. But thank you for your kind words, and yeah, my goal is always to show kids, or even if someone's already older, that no matter what, in 4.5 years, I'm a living proof that you could start something and rise to the top of it just with hard work, commitment, and dedication.
All right, Jake, right here. Congratulations, man, on a good fight. I spoke to Andre Ward, Stephen Coreno, KO Art of Sports, by the way. I spoke to Andre Ward afterwards, and he said that he didn't want to come out and say that he thought you carried Mike, but he said that he kind of respected that you let him live a little bit, that you didn't actually go for the finish. Would you agree with that? Did you carry Mike?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. Yeah, like there was a point where, I was just like, okay, he's not really engaging back. And so I don't know if he's tired or whatever. And I could just tell, his age was showing a little bit. And I just have so much respect for him. And that like violence war thing between us, like after he slapped me, I wanted to, be aggressive and take him down and knock him out and all that stuff. But that kind of went away as the rounds went on.
You want to talk about the last 3 weeks at all? I think
Oh,
it's important
yeah.
to share.
Yeah, 22 days ago, I completely sprained my ankle, completely tore the ligament, the anterior ligament, and like contusion, snapped the other side of my foot. Was on crutches for 4 or 5 days, and it just hindered the end of my training camp. I don't know how it didn't get leaked or anything like that, but it just made everything mentally more difficult to go into the ring with a sprained ankle, having to tape it up. And I missed about 2 weeks of sparring, so I really only sparred 1 or 2 times before this fight, and that's why my cardio didn't feel as good in there tonight. But you just roll with the punches and fight through those things.
Hi, I'm Robert for Dutch television. I had a question about Jutta. What does she mean to you, and what did she bring to you towards this fight, and what does it mean to you that she's here?
Yeah, I mean, she's the best woman in the world, and she's always supporting me, and she inspires me, and she works even harder than I do as an athlete, which makes me be on top of my game. And I know she's going to be world champion and win Olympic gold, and so I need to win the world championship belt as well. And she just has brought the best out of me as a human, so that's when you know you have someone special.
Thank you.
Any questions about Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor that we can address at all? I would like to point out that the betting markets in the 10th round had it as minus 350 for Amanda to win. So the sports book had a minus 350 in the 10th round that Amanda Serrano was going to win the fight.
Yeah, Medicaid question right here. The key side, I don't know, Jake, did you get a chance to watch the fight? Were you able to watch it back there?
I was like watching bits and pieces of it. It was hard to fight because I was warming up, or hard to watch because I was warming up.
I know you watched it. What were your thoughts? I mean, there was a point deducted, the headbutts. Amanda still loses on every scorecard by 1 round. What is your overall thoughts of the fight?
I thought in the first round, if there was like 15 seconds left, Katie Taylor was dropped and done. If you look at the replay, she was dazed, didn't know where she was. I thought Katie implemented her game plan well, but it was a dirty fight. She used her head to lead every single minute of every round. And Amanda, did her best to fight back, but she was at a disadvantage. And the ref didn't stop the headbutts. He took a point away way too late, and she continued to do the headbutting, continued to do the holding.
Do you want to see the media rematch for this?
We want to do whatever Amanda wants to do. She's got to take a little bit of time and see what makes sense for her to do next.
Have you talked to Amanda, and how does she feel about what happened tonight?
Just felt that, the ref didn't protect her. The ref didn't put her in a position to win. And they should have taken away more than 1 point for what that woman was doing in the ring tonight.
Question for Jake. Obviously, Amanda coming off a very, very close loss. Did that affect you at all going out straight after that, seeing your kind of training partner or teammate lose?
Yeah, it's always a weird feeling in the locker room when that happens. But yeah, I feel for Amanda, and I can have a moment, 5 seconds where I'm like, damn, I'm sending her love and energy, but I then have to immediately get back focused.
After you break so many records after a major event like this, is it hard to top? Have you already got a plan in mind how to break the records again?
We always find a way. But yeah, just credit to us. There may never be another moment like this in boxing. It's rare to come by, but I believe we can find something, and I think there are a few names out there that make sense that the events will be just as big.
Look, boxing is ebbs and flows, ups and downs, big events, small events, medium-sized events, wins and sometimes losses, right? He lost a year and a half ago, even though he knocked him down, against Tommy Fury. And now he put on the biggest event boxing has seen in 25 years. So our philosophy is it's not about what is the decision that happens in the ring. It's about the attitude that you have in the product that you create and how you entertain the fans. And there's no more entertaining of an athlete than Jake Paul.
Jake, what are you going to do about the bets with Neeraj and Katie? Are you going to let them off?
We never
or what?
made it official. I think it was all just like in light of entertainment and trying to make some fun and selling fights.
But do you think the fact that so many boxers went with Mike, is that because of like the stature he has within that
I would no,
constituency?
I don't care. Like I would have went with Mike too. I love Mike, so I just play a character a lot of times and just to sell fights and shit. So
Just a question for, I guess, Nikisa, but also Jake a little bit. Obviously, the numbers on Netflix way probably above what you were expecting, right? Like a massive viewership, and obviously at points it even crashed going into it. What's the kind of the feeling behind the scenes with how much of a success this show was on Netflix?
where everyone's ecstatic. Everyone at Netflix, like, shout out to them. Amazing partners, amazing people. Couldn't be happier with our partnership and how everything went. I think it's 6 times the numbers that I thought. But the numbers are still coming in, so it could be more than that. But
the plan is at some point next week.
Bigger than
release,
the Super Bowl.
we'll release the
Little
numbers
teaser
next
there.
week.
Is it safe to say that the
Netflix crashed, yeah. But shout out to the Netflix engineers. We love you. They fixed it right away, and yeah, shout out to them.
Does this say a lot more people watched than they watched Floyd Mayweather against Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather against Conor McGregor?
Is
a
it-
lot more people.
Is it safe to say you smashed that record that you were looking at, which was, I think, like that NFL game on Peacock for the largest streaming of it?
Smashed it. Smash. Not even close. But we'll put the numbers out on Tuesday.
Jake, excuse me, Kevin Garcia with Fight Hype. I just wanted to ask you, Jake, you know, we saw Eddie Hearn celebrate after Katie's victory. Do you accept that as just like human emotion, or do you find it off-putting as another promoter to see a promoter in the ring celebrate like that, his jubilation after the victory?
I didn't see it. But yeah, man, it's passion. Obviously, every promoter wants their fighter to win.
Same question for you, Nikisa.
Yeah, I mean, look, we had a policy that no promoters were coming in the ring for this event, and there was probably like a month of continuous emails through different parts of our team trying to get them extra credentials and to allow Eddie to be in the ring with Katie. But I never heard it from Katie or Katie's team. They not once said to us, we really want Eddie in the ring. So when they continued until today, I finally said, is it what Katie wants? And Katie said, yes, I'd love for Eddie to be in the ring. And immediately I said, absolutely, no problem. How he conducted himself in the ring, that's not how we conduct ourselves, but that's okay. He showed emotion. She won a very close fight. No problem. We move on. One more question? No, not. I mean, look, Eddie's been defaming us for the past month and a half. He's a recognized figure in the sport of boxing, right? We're new to boxing. We created this company 3 years ago. He has been saying that this event was a circus. It was bad. We don't care about the sport. That, you know, all it is about the money. It's a stain on the sport. But he's still coming here and asking us to be in our ring. He's still coming here and sitting in this press conference trying to get the time and the limelight that we bring to bear. Well, we have not been focused on his frivolous lawsuit throughout this period, not once.
Hey, Jake, Jeff Zimmerman, FightNews.com. Congratulations. We love the big fights here in Dallas. Keep bringing them back. You said you still have the goal of being a world champion, and it seems like you're getting better every fight. What does that timeline look like to fight for a title, do you think?
Thank you. And yeah, I think it could happen in the next 24 months. I truly, truly believe in my skills and my ability and my power. And the cruiserweight division is seemingly open for the taking on that timeline. And I believe that I can become a world champion and do it within 6 years of starting to learn how to throw a fucking jab. So I think it'll be the greatest sports story ever, and I know it's going to happen.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate the support.